Hey guys, today I have a pimple and I also have no makeup on. Today I am going to be doing a full face of makeup using the cheapest makeup that I own. You would hope with the amount of money that you spend on high-end products that they would look a lot better than drugstore products, but I feel like that's not necessarily the case. So today we're going to put the drugstore makeup to the test. We're going to see at the end of the video if it looks really cheap or if it looks really nice and just as good as high-end makeup. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I upload a new video every single week, and let's go ahead and get started. So my cheapest primer is from LA Girl. It is the Pro Prep HD Smoothing Face Primer. I think this was about $7 or $8 New Zealand dollars. So this is actually just a clear product. It doesn't have any colour to it at all. It feels really nice and smooth on the face. This is a primer that I like and I enjoy using, but it's not very hydrating and I do have dry skin, so I don't use it all that often. For a foundation product, the cheapest product that I have is actually a CC cream. It's from Chi Chi. It is the Super CC cream. This has lots of ingredients in it that are really good for your skin. I do like this. It might be a little bit dark for me at this time of year. What I don't like so much about this product is that it smells quite strongly like lemon cake. It's not a bad smell, but it's just a little bit overpowering. I think this product is about 30 New Zealand dollars. It's got pretty good medium coverage, but it's not done a lot to cover that pimple. The cheapest concealer that I have is from ColourPop. It is their No Filter Concealer. This one is quite light, so it's fine for under my eyes, but I don't think it's going to work very well for covering up my pimple. I'm pretty sure this concealer is $5 US, which would be about 7 New Zealand dollars. I'm just going to try a very tiny bit on my pimple, but a tiny bit goes a really long way. No, that's kind of just highlighted the area. I think it's just because of the colour. I think if I had it in a slightly darker colour it would work, but because it's obviously lighter than my skin tone, it's not the best for covering up pimples. The cheapest powder that I own is from Rimmel. It is the Stay Matte powder, which I have almost finished. I do really like this powder. I think it does a good job, but it's not my favourite one that I've tried. I don't actually own any drugstore eyeshadow primers. I had one in the past and I didn't find that it worked very well, so the one that I own is from Too Faced. It is the Shadow Insurance, and this is the only one I own. I just find that it works really well and it lasts a really long time, so I just don't feel the need to own lots of eyeshadow primers. The cheapest brow product that I have is the Mellow Cosmetics Brow Definer. This is not my favourite brow product that I've ever had. I actually recommend the ColourPop ones over this. I think they're a little better, they're cheaper, it's better value for money, but this is the one that I own at the moment. I do like that it has a spoolie on one end because sometimes brow products don't. And then back to the eyes, the cheapest palette that I own is the ColourPop Yes Please palette. These are the shades that it has in it, and I just think that this is the best value for money palette. It's probably my favourite palette in my collection out of all of them, like high end, low end, everything. I love the shades, they are great quality, and I just think you can't go wrong for the price. So I'm going to start off with this one here to set my eyeshadow primer. This palette I believe is 16 US dollars, so it's really super affordable. Next I'm going in with this shade here, and I'm just going to use that to add a little bit of dimension to my crease. Then I'm going to grab a little bit of this one here, which is a little bit darker and a little bit more warm toned. And then I'm going to pick up a bit of this gold shade just on my finger, and that is going to be my main lid shade. To highlight my eyes, I'm going in with my cheapest highlighter, which is from XO Beauty. This is in the shade Aurora. I actually had two eyeshadows that were pretty close in price. The Jouer one was 39 New Zealand dollars, and this one is 35 New Zealand dollars. I had cheaper ones in eyeshadow form that I could have used as highlighters, but I just wanted to pick an actual highlighter. And then the cheapest mascara that I have at the moment is also my favourite mascara at the moment. It is the Maybelline The Colossal Big Shot Volume Express. I mean, we all know Maybelline mascaras are great value for money, but this one in particular I've just really been enjoying in the last few months. So moving on to bronzer, the cheapest bronzer that I own is the Physician formula butter bronzer, which I do really like. And then the cheapest blush that I own is from Essence. It is the Matte Touch Blush in the shade 20 Berry Me Up. Probably not the perfect shade to go with the eye makeup that I've done. And then we are back to the same XO Beauty highlighter. This is not super intense, it just gives a nice glow. And then for lipsticks, my cheapest ones are from Wet n Wild. I have two from the same range. So I have a deep plum or a deep purple shade. I think I'm going to go with the red plum shade today. I just think it'll match a little better with the makeup I've done so far. These are a matte formula, which is generally my favourite formula for lipsticks. They're not super drying like MAC Retro Mattes, but they are matte enough that they stay in place for a good amount of time. So the final step is setting spray. My cheapest setting spray is from Mario Badescu. This is the facial spray with aloe, cucumber and green tea, and it smells incredible. You can see how much of this I've used already, and I've only had it for a couple of months. I use it for more than just setting spray. Sometimes I will use it as my primer before I do my makeup. I'll quite often use it as a skincare step as well, which to be fair, it is meant to be a skincare product, not a setting spray, but I'm just saying it works really well for a bunch of different uses. So this is the finished makeup. This is a full face using my cheapest makeup products. What do you guys reckon? Does it look like I used really cheap products, or does it just look like I've done my face like normal? So that concludes today's video. I think there are definitely some drugstore products that perform just as well as high-end products. I think if you have the money to spend, then it's really nice and luxurious to have high-end products, but I think if you are on a budget, it's not detrimental to your makeup to be using drugstore products. I think they can perform really well if you choose the right ones. Thank you for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you again next time. Bye!